Last night, there were two small quakes centered in the Baldwin Hills area, which felt even near LA. ATVN's Ruble has more now, and he's live in the media center.
Thanks, Maddie. The first earthquake was felt just after 4:30 p.m. and a second larger quake hit at 9:17, with an epicenter just 2,000 feet from that original one in Baldwin Hills. Residents said it felt like a sharp jolt.
The whole house shook, and it was like a jolt. It was one jolt, just boom. That was it.
I was just drifting off, and then I felt this shake. I said, oh, that was an earthquake.
Last night's quake only registered as a 3.5 on the Richter scale, but it was felt from the west side to downtown LA. Inglewood Assistant City Manager Michael Falco said the quake serves as a reminder that a big one could be around the corner and that it's up to each family to be prepared.
We want to make sure that people's homes are safe. They know how to turn off their gas. They know how to turn off their water. They know how to maintain an emergency kit, and that they know who their neighbors are and check on them in the event of a disaster.
The earthquake was centered on the Newport-Inglewood fault line, which runs right underneath my feet here in one of the most densely populated areas on the West Coast. Now, while yesterday's event was small, expert Mark Benton from the Southern California Earthquake Center said that the fault is capable of producing a large quake.
Because it's right underneath Los Angeles, the damage from a Newport-Inglewood fault earthquake could be higher in Los Angeles than from a San Andreas earthquake.
But since the Newport-Inglewood fault isn't as active as others, the likelihood of a big one isn't as high.
So that builds up strain at a slower period of time, and it takes longer in between earthquakes. Every couple thousand years, maybe having a big earthquake compared to on the San Andreas every 150 to 300 years.
So while it could be 1,000 years before the next quake on this particular fault, it could happen much sooner. The last big earthquake on the Newport-Inglewood fault was in 1933. That was a 6.4 quake that killed 120 people. Back to you.